Good evening, everyone. This is Ashton with Red Modeling Painting. Thanks for sticking around and for part two of Sentinel. Basically tonight I'm just going to talk a little bit about what I've completed so far on this guy, answer any questions on air if there is any, and work a little bit on the metallics because that's about the spot that I'm at. All the flesh is, I think, pretty much done at this point. So these are a pair of them for Trevor's Skorne army. This is the Sentinel number 1, we'll call him, and this is Sentinel number 2. So the skin on him is almost done, and so I'll be working on that over the next day or two. And what we've got here is we've got the plates, the insect plates, chitin plates, whatever, all done. We've got the skin all done. We've got the orange armor plates highlighted and shaded, and we've got the poison sac done. We've got this claw here almost done. Need to paint in some of the poison there, and then of course I'll need to paint the base as well when we get to that point. So all in all, it's coming along. Interesting model to paint. But you know, like typical Skorne models, it's just a pain in the ass. So anyway, so let's get some painting done. Let's get some metallics done here. What I like to do, a lot of Trevor's army, the metallic colors are kind of a bronze, dark gold kind of color, and I achieve that color by mixing two colors together. The first two are Vallejo Game Color Brassy Brass and Vallejo Model Color Chocolate Brown. And I do about a 50-50 mix of the two, and it produces a fairly muted, low luster metallic finish. And then I wash the metal in Army Painter Strong Tone, and then I highlight the metal with Brassy Brass. You know, this is all taking place over an entire army, so you know, I'm not going to, on certain pieces, you know, I've taken the time to you know, do the metallics in a nice, you know, gradiated fashion, and you know, strong highlights, strong shadows. But you know, really, when you're working on an army on a large scale, at some point you have to accept the fact that you know, if you continue to paint miniatures in your army in such a fashion where each one is getting, you know, a top-notch display level paint job, you're either going to be investing years into painting your army, or B, go crazy and end up coming and seeing me as a client. So you know, you have to be realistic, and you know, I think you have to just accept the fact that, you know, some miniatures are going to look better than others, and you know, you got to take some shortcuts to get things done. So what I tend to do when I'm painting is excuse me guys, I just had to sneeze there. What I tend to do when I'm painting is I'll focus on, like, you know, unit leaders, warcasters, solos. If I'm doing Space Marine Army, you know, sergeants, you know, key figures. I'll paint, you know, to a nicer, higher standard. But for the most part, you know, the rank and file stuff is done in such a way so that it still looks good, but doesn't end up driving me crazy in the process. So I'm just going to start adding in this metallic color here. I've already got most of the black lining done, or at least the black lining that's relative to the armor plates where the metallics are going to be. So I watched a pretty cool movie today earlier at work. I'm working on Saturdays now because I'm in grad school, so I use Saturday to go in and finish up paperwork that I'm not able to get to during the week because of being in class and whatnot. And as a result, the office is like extremely quiet, and it's almost eerie. It's so quiet. So I've taken to bringing in my laptop and popping a movie in while I'm doing paperwork just to have a little bit of background noise. And today I watched a movie called Chappie. I'm not sure when it was released, but had Hugh Jackman in it, Sigourney Weaver, and it was basically about a robot who, a police security robot that becomes sentient, conscious, and is basically taught morals by gangsters. So kind of humorous, a lot of good action. You end up really feeling for the robot by the end of the movie. It's pretty cool, kind of the growth he goes through and stuff. So anyway, I enjoyed it. If you like sci-fi, if you liked District 9, you probably would like this one too. It has a very District 9 feeling to it. In fact, I haven't looked yet, but I wonder if it was done by Peter Jackson or the production crew that did District 9, because it was even set in South Africa as well. So I have to say I wasn't overly impressed with the quality on these kits, on these Sentinels. I think they could have been better. 1 second, guys. Okay. Wife's just heading to the store, popping her head in, saying goodbye. Yeah, like I was saying, I wasn't overly impressed with the quality on these. I don't know, mold lines in places that are just really don't make a lot of sense, and detail that had to be really, really fine detail that was placed on a mold line. It just doesn't make sense why they would set up the mold that way. If it's not them, then maybe it's the company in Japan that, or in China, that's casting these for them. But somewhere along the line, people aren't getting the picture there. So kind of frustrating. But in the end, though, assembling this kit wasn't any more challenging or less quality than any of the Jack kits or any of the other what am I thinking, Hordes kits, so here, clean that up. Nope. Need to switch to a smaller brush so this detail is getting a little more tight. All right, back up here on top of the towel. These spikes there I'll probably do in silver. And it looks like I've got to get that plate right there between these two armor plates. And that big a bug skin or whatever it's called. Chitin, Crichton, whatever it is, I don't know. And we'll work the other side now all the way back down. Looks like double-sided tape is losing some of its grip. I got to hold on to the base of the Mini now. Go. Sorry guys. I'm going to cough in the mic there. Oh, there he goes. Back on my base here. Almost done with the metals here. Okay. Not going to do the metal right here on the tops because those orange parts actually aren't finished yet. I thought I'd finished them, but I guess not. So, oh, a couple more spots here real fast. Just noticing. Okay, that's it for the metals. So I'm going to go and wrap up tonight, guys. I've got a couple other projects I need to move on to, so this will be it for my PaintCast tonight. I am uploading some videos right now, so keep an eye out for those on YouTube, and you can check those out when they are ready to air sometime tomorrow. In the meantime, if you have any questions, feel free to email me at redmodeling@gmail.com or hit me up on Facebook at facebook.com/redmodelingpainting. Otherwise, guys, have a good night, and we'll talk to everyone later. Bye-bye.